Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, Savinho! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Savinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's picked his way through. Gets his head on it! That was superb goalkeeping.
Berardi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Nemecha getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Sarr crosses it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, they need to accept that these crosses just aren't working now.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French-Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the lone role up front. He's instinctive, he's opportunistic, and he really works for his team too, because when it comes to defence, he has to become the first line, and he never shies away from that. He's happy to embrace it and work hard.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Pass somewhat off target. Allen. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. James has it in a wide position. He's had it taken off him. Berardi. Cristante. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's James, looking to play him in. And the through ball. That's a decent clearance. That is ended up in no man's land. That's tidy. And it's McKennie. Big header! Just off target. James receives it in a good position here. Cleared away. And the ball's come loose here. Nemecha.
Girassi really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That was mighty close. Now it's Girassi, and he's being shifted off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Rodez have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Savino. The pass has gone astray. Cross in, looks like a good one.
That's good defensive concentration. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Daniel James clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Castellanos, and he's found a way past.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Girassi. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ball is over the line. No, he's not getting his way this time. Lanti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. To Cristante. And it's Emerson. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Decent chance! He can get that clear. Girassi. Back into the middle. Well, they've got it again. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And it's made its way to him. Araujo with the clearance. Back in once more.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's played in here. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lanti. That has not gone well. Now Allen. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Taken back almost at once. Looking for the run, and he's picked out the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! It's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Attention, changement.
Juan looks to the other side. And here's Berardi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nicely shaped cross. And he's there to get it away. James. Savino's cross. Ospina claims it without any fuss. Now it's Castellanos. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Højlund. Berardi. Or a bust challenge. Might be danger here. He's in a good position. And the shot! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Parma really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price. Rodez really just need to be careful for the next 10...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Defending of the desperate variety. Sarr could move up a gear here. Now it's McKennie. Emerson. Berardi. Berardi. Marcus Rojo. McKennie. James goes on a run down the left wing. McKennie. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! It's in! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Guirassy. And that has been cleared. It's a pretty loose pass. Bradaric.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a good ball. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Savino is offering a wry smile there.
Szczesny. And it's Emerson. He's in plenty of space here. Savinho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
James. Wriggles his way through. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's the throw. Now it's Højlund, driving through the middle. Gets good distance on it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Højlund, Castellanos. James.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Højlund. Now it's Berardi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Højlund. Pass is just off target. Cristante. Now it's Castellanos. Great chance! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Changement. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
21. Le numéro
So,
17.
all square, and
Le
not for the
numéro 8.
first time.
Changement en
Well,
cours.
needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Out for a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a decent clearance. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nemecha. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Zakarian. Played out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changement. Le numéro 9.
So there's going to be another change here.
Le numéro 13.
Nemecha coming on here. They need a difference maker.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
And here's Castellanos. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Almiron. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Almiron stood his ground strong. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. And there's green grass ahead of him. Danger averted for now. And reclaimed it in a trice. Anton gets it clear. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.